Hello, hello, hello. It's that day, it's that time. What's going on? How are we doing tonight? Hi, Kathleen. How are you? Hi, Braid Master. How are you? Let me know what you're working on, what you're drinking, what's going on. Hey, Catherine. For people to stroll on in here. Do do do. See, I always have lurkers, which is fine. Do do do. So I'll just sit here and kind of like hum to myself while I wait for y'all to get in here. Y'all are going to like, I hope you're sitting down because 2 weeks in a row I have a finished object. Oh, who am I? Who is this person? What's going on? Let's see. Let's say hello to each other. Catherine is drinking Diet Coke and eating homemade egg rolls. Yum, I saw your post on the egg rolls. Trying to decide between the egg rolls and the chicken. Brave Master is making ear warmers for family. Kathleen, not too much. I've had a hard day. Drinking tea and working on another vest. Excellent. Okay, VJ, I know that was in reference to me having another finished object. I know, right? Isn't it scary? It's like my hook has been on fire lately. Probably I've had a little more free time. And I've actually been taking advantage of it. But that's not the only thing. I've got finished objects. I've done all kinds of stuff this week. I've been a busy, busy person. Catherine, you posted photos of the finished egg rolls. I will have to go see those. Okay, so what have I been doing since we chatted last week? Well, um, it was finished this time last week, but you guys, was it finished? No, it was not finished. So technically, for this live, I have two finished objects because I finished my wrap, which is right here. Let me grab it. Ugh. Let me just, you know what? Let me share my screen and show you pictures because there's no way I can hold that thing up because it's huge. Oh, why am I suddenly? There you go. Share screen. Well, yeah, I'll actually have to open up the page with the pictures on it. That might help. So give me a second. You hear a bunch of rattling in the background. It's my daughter who's cooking. Oh, where is it? Somewhere around here. I have these pictures. Somewhere. Here we go. Cooperative. Get aren't you? Okay. Okay, now I can share my screen. Hang on. I'm having a day. I know better than to do that. You know, it's not always the first time I've ever shared my screen. You would think that I would be pretty good at it by now. But no. Okay, now can you see it? Alright, there we go. This is the wrap I finished. And this thing's massive. This thing is all of 80 inches in length, and it's like 35 inches wide. So I mean, it's a decent size wrap, and I absolutely love it. And I made it for me, and I can't wait to wear it. I'm probably going to wear it to my high school reunion tailgate on Friday. So I'm kind of excited to wear it. It's very cozy. It's very warm, and for once, I actually love the fringe. Which, if you know me, I have a love hate relationship with fringe, but I like that. So that was the finished wrap. So that's one finished part. But you know what else I did? I added a hood. Trying to get a picture of the hood. This is the hood. So my wrap now has a hood that I can take off if I want to. Because how I've attached it is the drawstring of the hood is going through the neck part of the wrap. So it's attached right now, but I could actually just wear this hood with like another jacket or sweater or what have you. So I'll take pictures when I'm actually wearing the whole thing so you get a better idea. But yeah, those are my finished objects. Hi, Butter Roll Boutique. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let us know what you're working on and what you might be drinking on. And if you have any news you want to share. And let me come back up through here to see what I missed. People saying hello to each other. Have I seen the dream box? My dream is to have a room big enough for a dream box. I love those. I've been in love with this since I first saw them a couple of years ago. So yeah, definitely. If I get a craft room, I'm a craft room. It's getting at least one dream box because I want a dream box for like my crochet and fiber stuff, and then I want another dream box for just my other crafty adventures. Because I mean, like I've told you, I've got like a ridiculous amount of craft supplies to do pretty much any kind of craft you can think of or close to it. So I think I'd actually kind of need two dream boxes just to pull it all off. But yeah, I've heard of them, obviously. Kathleen saying, I love homemade egg rolls. I need to grow some mung bean sprouts and make some egg rolls. So yummy. Thank you. I hit buttons. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah. I'm sitting here going, I'm assuming it's the present button. Didn't it used to say share? I could have sworn it said share before, but oh well. Thank you, Brave Master. Yeah, it's like a foot longer fringe on each side because it needed serious fringe. You couldn't just have like some slight fringe. It needed real serious fringe. Butter Boutique saying hello to everyone. You think it would look cute with a hood? Yeah, when I got it done, I looked at it and went, "This needs a hood." So that was actually that's not my first attempt at a hood, but it's my first attempt at a hood that I was satisfied with how it turned out. And everybody's saying hello to everybody. So those are my two finished objects. I've got several whips right now, but I wanted to take a minute and I got some Happy Mail from Marquita, and those of you that know her, Marquita makes Mighty Crush. Because I had said that I wanted to make some socks. And as soon as I said I wanted to make some socks, I know that girl dove into her stash to find stuff to find yarn to send me so I can make these socks. So here's the package. And I will show you what she sent me. I'm gonna flash her address and stuff. She sent me a mini skein of this. It's being washed out. Let's see if I can adjust the lining a little bit. Okay, so I can't get my lining to cooperate with it, but it's a medium to bright pink. That's a little better. So it's like a bright pink, and it's got it kind of ombres into light pink. And she gave me two bottles of this. These come up true to color, ironically enough, to go with it. So, as soon as I buy a new baller, a cake winder, I will get started on the socks. And the funny thing is, When I told her I was going to have to wait till I get a new cake winder, she was trying to send me one of hers. That girl, I love her to death. She is like one of the hearts and souls of our YouTube community. But I told her I appreciated it, but no, I have my heart set on probably buying is a Stanwood cake winder. So as soon as I get that, which will probably be next week, I will get started on my adventure at making socks. Something else that I'm going on an adventure with for the first time is making a sweater for me. I've made a sweater for my granddaughter before, and it turned out pretty good. She liked it. But I have never made adult clothing because, well, it just looks like a bad time, and I'm not told, and I was never totally sure I ever wanted to tackle it. Excuse me. But for some reason, I suddenly feel compelled to make a sweater. So I started it with some Wims Merino from Furls. And when I say I just started, I mean literally like earlier today. And this is my progress so far. But you know what this tells me? This is a 3-weight. I'm not making a sweater out of a 3-weight yarn. It's not going to happen. You know what? I'm sorry. That's not even what I started. That's something else I was doing. This is the pattern for the sweater. It's the what's it called? What is the name of this pattern or this stitch? Hang on, I have it written down here somewhere. Primrose. This is the primrose stitch. But I've concluded that I'm not going to make a sweater out of a 3-weight yarn. I don't have the patience. I will lose my freaking mind the amount of time that it would take me to make a sweater out of that. So I've got a couple of other 4-weight options that I'm looking at, and I'm probably going to use one of those. And I may actually combine one 4-weight that I have with another 4-weight to make it a chunky, because I kind of want it to be like a big kind of bulky sweater anyway. So, and that will make a nice. What I was working on here would make a nice summer top. So I'll probably hold off on that. Maybe if I work on it like a stitch or a couple of rows at a time, I'll actually have a shirt that I can wear this summer. But I'm tabling that for now. So yeah, I'm probably going to put a couple of 4 weights together to make a bulky sweater instead. And if I figure that out, I'll show you what I've been working on next week. God knows I have got enough in my stash that I should be able to put something together relatively easy. So that's my finished objects, quasi works in progress, and things I plan to work on in the near future. Let me see, what else are we looking at? Are you talking about that swatch I just showed you? If so, yes. It's superwash merino and nylon. 50-50. I just got dressed for bed and stretched out under the covers. I'm listening and maybe dozing soon. That's fine. Love that color. It's not Pepto colored. No, it's not. She truly is. I feel like that about the Granny Hex Afghan I was making. It's in an empty diaper box on timeout. Yeah, I try to work with thinner yarns when I can, but I know how I am, and I know that there's no way I'm going to commit to something as large as a sweater with a yarn that thin. It's just not going to happen. I mean, I was going to try it because I've got a lot of this Wims Merino, like probably I have 8 skeins of that color by itself, so I had plenty of it to make the sweater. I'm just not going to have the patience to see that through. So, I applaud people who can actually make large items with thin yarns. I ain't that girl. I just can't. Drives me nuts. But I can make a top or a tank top or something like that, which is probably what's going to end up happening with it. And then I'll just find, like I said, I've got plenty of yarn up here that I can make a sweater out of by combining like even 2-3 weights. I could probably combine. And I've got plenty of 4 weights too, so we'll see. But that's where I am as well, just holding up my pillows. All y'all are relaxing and about to go to sleep. Okay, I see. So that's what I've been working on. I also got my coffee page, cafe, whatever you want to call it, up and running. The link to that is in the description of this live. So if you want to go check that out, you can. I've got patterns. I've got us for sale. I've got commissions that I'm taking for certain items. There's all kinds of stuff sitting there. So, and if anything, I really just want followers. So, if you want to go over there and like give me a follow and take a look at stuff and like some stuff, I'd appreciate it. Um. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me. I'm still in school as usual. Um. Yeah. Speaking of school, so we're studying. I'm taking a criminal law class right now, and the topic from our last lecture was conspiracy. I didn't realize how easy it would be to catch a case for conspiracy. I mean, literally having a conversation with someone about doing something illegal, even if you don't follow through with it, could potentially get you charged with conspiracy in certain states. You don't have to attempt the act. Just the mere talking and agreeing to do it is enough. So even if you agree to do it and you change your mind, you could still get a charge. Which is a scary thought because I have a lot of friends that are writers and they write a lot of crime stuff like murder mysteries. I'm like, so they could conceivably just be talking on a plot line for their books, and someone could misconstrue that as like they're actually plotting something. So man, you need to take some careful notes. Every conversation I'd have would have to have like some like little tag on it going, "This is a work of fiction. We are discussing plots of our latest novels," or something like that, because it is easy to catch a case, which is a scary thought. Anyway, that was just like a side thought that I had because it's been sitting. We were discussing it in class on Monday, and it's been sitting in the back of my mind ever since. So I just figured I'd share that just because. What do you mean you're taking commissions? I don't understand that part. In other words, I'm taking custom orders, VJ. So stuff that I've already made, I'll make again and customize it for other people. At 73 and not in good health, I suddenly have the luxury of focus. Unfortunately, no finances to go with it. Can't have it all. Yeah. This seemed to be like it's always one or the other, right? Like if you have time, you don't have money. If you have money, you don't have time. especially political. I imagine. Anything. You know, you can like your buddy can look at you and go, "Hey, let's go rob that bank." And you say, "Okay." And if the wrong person hears that, conspiracy, and that's a and that would be a felony. Me too. But so yeah, that's what I'm into. That's what I'm doing. I was gonna talk about something. I just totally. Did any of you guys happen to catch Mikey's short from the crochet crowd about beginner crocheters? Did any of you see that? Because it was funny. It's definitely worth watching. And if you haven't seen it, I might take us on a field trip so you can see it because I was laughing and it was truthful. There were no lies told in that short. I got a lag in chat, so nothing scrolling. So is everybody getting ready? Do you have like makes for the holidays that you're working on? Got anything on your hooks? On your needles? What are you doing? No, I missed it. Let's go on a field trip. I've got a signed permission slip. Okay, Vijay. Alrighty. So let me set it up real quick. What is this? Let me get this set up. Oh man, YouTube is being a pain. Wow, okay. YouTube doesn't want me to open a new tab. Ugh, come on, YouTube, cooperate. Oh, let's see. It might be easier for me to open this up on my phone and to show it on screen. Seriously. I'm fighting with YouTube. Hang on, I gotta go the long way because, well, let me pull it up. You know, the only thing is a simple, normal, easy way. Oh, no, can't have that. on. When things just don't want to cooperate. Okay. Alright, now let's see. It'll let me share. Wait, I know I can't do it that way. Speed on tab. Okay. Seriously. Well, where can I find it now? There are some days where, like, come on. I swear it'll be worth it. It's funny. Okay. So, share screen. Tab.
There's no yarn on your side tables. Get ready for a mountain of yarn.
Let me restart it.
A future crocheter writes, I'm thinking about getting into crochet. What are some things I need to consider? Well, we need to consider how serious you are. Let's take a walk around your house.
Why did it quit?
A future crocheter writes, I'm thinking about getting into crochet. What are some things I need to consider? Well, we need to consider how serious you are. Let's take a walk around your house. Grab your phone. Oh, look at that living room over there. There's no yarn on your side tables. Get ready for a mountain of yarn. Oh, wait, is that your couch? I bet it's not used to eating crochet hooks. Kid, walk down the hall. Show me those rooms. Is that your kid's room? When are they leaving the house? 2 years? Oh, that's a future craft room. What's that smell? Oh, it's the smell of non-plastic because you're going to need yarn totes in order to store all that yarn you're going to buy. Is that your spouse over there? Hi. Yeah, get used to hearing just one more row. Is your back sore yet? Oh, it's not? Oh, that's because you haven't spent hours in surfing for patterns. Oh, you just got an email from your son. You know, a real crocheter, that would be an email from a craft store giving you coupons.
Okay, so where was the lie in that? Is my question. Uh, I thought it was funny when I saw it earlier. Yeah, saying everyone is going to sleep and I'm here starting dinner. Oh no, we haven't had dinner yet. I won't have dinner until after this is over, which will like 10:30. So you're not alone. Kathleen's working on a layette for an expected friend. That's nice. AJ Asprey is on the West Coast. No, Brad Master is on the East Coast like I am. Just eats late. Catherine says, I just ate some egg rolls, cleaned up, and sat down on my couch. My dog's all up in my face. I was like, what? Oopsie, I forgot to give you some. You didn't share with the dog? Mm-mm. Ray's making chicken soup. That sounds good. I think it's become a family favorite. Hubby asks me to make it at least 4 times a month. Chicken soup's good. I love chicken soup. Isn't that funny? Yeah, I think any fiber, it's going to take over your life. You're always going to have to try and find room for more yarn. Relationships will change because you're like, wait, hang on, I'm counting. You ready to go to bed? Okay, one more row, or you ready to leave? One more row. If you think you're going to go someplace, you're going to be sitting for a period of time. You're always going to have that whip that you can throw in your bag and take with you. Um, any trip out of the house could include a trip to the craft store. You can never have too many hooks because your couch will eat them. So you'll be buying hooks and more hooks, and before you know it, you'll have like a whole container full of hooks, and barely remember buying any of them. You'll get excited when yarn goes on sale. That's the coupons. You get excited when yarn doesn't go on sale, but it's just too pretty to not buy. If a local yarn store opens in your area, you will probably be like one of the first in line to shop there because it's a local yarn store. If he doesn't like being able to go in and squeeze and touch and love on, the kinds of yarns that local yarn stores get, because we ain't talking like the big box stuff. We're talking like the good stuff, the Malabrigo, the Noro, all the fun yarn, if you know what I mean. Story of my life, just one more row, babe. Yep. My daughter is my couch that eats hooks. She eats hooks or just makes them disappear. I always have project bags with whips ready to go with me. Oh yeah, me too. I always have a work in progress I can take with me to go someplace. Hey, doctor's appointment. I'm taking a whip. Oh, soccer game or soccer practice, I should say. Taking a whip. Oh, we gotta get the oil change. Taking a whip. Yeah, if I'm gonna be sitting for a half an hour or more, I'm taking a whip with me because why not be productive while I'm sitting there? You know what I mean? Then there's the how did it get to be 4 a.m. Oh yeah, the one more row stretches into it's 11 p.m. You're like, okay, I'm gonna do one more row and call it a night. And then before you know it, you've done 20 more rows. It's 4 a.m. and you're like, how did that happen? And it's really hard for me because or it happens a lot to me when I'm listening to music and crocheting. If I'm watching something in crocheting, then I can kind of gauge that I've been there a while. But it's like if I'm on like, excuse me, episode 3 or 4 of what I started watching, then I know I've actually like gone over my hours a little bit. But if I'm listening to music and I'm crocheting, I'm in my zone. You know, you never know with me when I'm listening to music and crocheting. Like I'll probably listen to music and crochet tonight, depending on what project I decide to work on. If I find the yarn I want to use, I'll probably start my sweater because I really want to get that sweater done. Because I really actually want to wear. I want it like now to wear. So I think I've got the yarn I really want to use in one of those tubs right above me. So if I dig that out and I find it, I'll probably start that sweater tonight, which means will be up working on it. How many here have a bunch of yarn that is so beautiful you had to buy it, but you have had it for years because it has not yet told you what it wants to be? Guilty. I have actually I have several sets. There are like 4 skeins, and I have several of them, and I have no idea what to make with them. So they have actually been sitting in totes for probably 2 years now. And I dropped a chunk of change on the yarn. So it's a good yarn. It's beautiful yarn. It's soft, squishy yarn. I just can't decide what to make with it. So it's just been sitting. I really need to decide what to do with it because that's just kind of ridiculous. What was the point of buying it if it's just going to sit in the bin? And like I said, I think I said this last week. I was looking for one skein of yarn, and I discovered Malabrigo that I forgot I bought. So I've probably got, I'm not going to count. I have a lot of Malabrigo, and I really need to use it. And actually, I might bust out the Malabrigo for my sweater. Maybe. I'd have to cake it. No, I don't have a cake winder yet. I don't know. Maybe I'll just make more than one sweater. Maybe I'll make the first sweater. I love it so much I'll make another one, and the other one will be Alvin Malabrigo. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I've got so much yarn. It's I don't need to buy any yarn to make anything I want to make. I just have to like locate the yarn I have and put it together. Because Lord knows I am not short on yarn. Catherine is agreeing with Kathleen. Brain Master saying I have so much Hobie yarn in boxes, but I'm working on using them all. I got a lot of Hobie yarn too. I've also got, let's see, if I had to like put it in order, what I have the most of right now is like cotton/cotton bamboo. I've got a ton of it. Next would be a variety of Hobie yarns. Um, a lot of it. And then third would probably be my Malabrigo. Because I probably have 15, 20 hanks of Malabrigo just chilling behind me. So, yeah, I have no reason not to use it. I have no reason to to buy anything more because, like I said, I've got yarn. Lord knows I've got yarn. But I still want to buy more. But I've made myself say no. I cannot buy any more yarn until I have used a significant amount of yarn I already have. The wrap pretty much took out most of my acrylic. Well, the wrap and all the scarves I made took out most of my acrylic, or big chunk of it. And then the sweater is going to take a big chunk of something. So I'm on my way, but again, this is just going to be chunks. I'm still going to have plenty left. Catherine saying, I bought 4 Zobber balls years ago and had no clue what to do with them. Till a couple of weeks ago, someone was talking about them being great sock yarn. Socks it is. Yeah, because I'm sure somebody had to twist your arm to get you to make socks. It's like, Kathleen. The sock queens. My weakness is sock yarn and Nora of any kind. Um, I've heard Nora is awesome, but from what I understand, most of Nora is wool, and of course, since I've got wool sensitivities, I'm not going to wander into that too much. I don't, but doesn't Nora make some acrylics though? I kind of somewhere in the back of my brain I thought they did. Didn't everybody make some acrylics? So, but yeah, so my next projects, I still need to get back to making some. I need to make some more hairbands. Um, some more like accessories. I was still making the pot holders and the placemat, so I'm gonna get back. I need to make a couple of those. Um, so that's what I'm gonna be working on for the next week or two or 12. The Nora you're knitting with is mostly silk. Yeah, somebody. Who was it? I think it was Crystal on Bag a Day. On her last video, she was holding up a Noro that was part merino, part silk, and that got my attention. Cause oh, it's merino. I can handle that. I think it was her video where she got the surprise uh, giveaway for one of her subscribers from Knit Crate or Little Knits. I think it was Little Knits. Grandmaster said, the crazy thing is every time hubby hears me say it's so pretty, he's like, get it. How can I resist? He feeds my addiction. Oh, now see, that's an enabler in the best possible way. That's the kind of enabler we all need in our lives. Some has acrylic, but I love wool, bamboo, linen, and silk. I just can't afford to love it a lot. See, I've got allergies to most wool, so I steer clear of it. But bamboo, I love. Linen, it's okay, but it dries out my hands so much. I spend more time putting lotion on my hands than I do crocheting when I'm crocheting with linen. And I do enjoy silk. What yarn am I using my headbands? Yeah, whatever I want. I've made cotton headbands. I've made headband out of yeah. Why can't I remember the name of it? Hang on, let me grab a bottle of it. Ugh. Metallico, from Hobie. It's acrylic and merino. It's polyamide acrylic and merino wool. I've made them out of. Okay, pretty much the only thing I don't make them out of is straight acrylic. I've made them out of bamboo. I've made them out of tinsel. I've made them out of cotton bamboo. So your favorite yarns, Kobu and Trubu, VJ. I've made several out of that. I don't have any of my headbands up here right now. All right, show you. But if you remember, I made one that's a braided, and it's like copper and gold and silver. That one was made out of Metallico. Um, the other ones are pretty much made out of Kobu, Trubu, stuff like that. I just don't do acrylic because it'll stretch, but it'll stretch out and it won't always go back into shape. So I gotta avoid that. Plus, as a person with ethnic hair, I have ethnic products in my hair, and the products will kind of break down the acrylic. So now my sense of me using acrylics for headbands for me. So I've kind of like got out of the habit of using it. Oh my god, the little this package, wasn't it? That was unbelievable. Cotton candy red heart yarn, I know, but it's for a bunch of kids, so they will end up on the floor. That is how it is for me, Brainmaster, but my husband uses it to spend the same or more on beads, leather, and such for native beadwork. I know you hate True Boo, but I thought you didn't like. Wait, do you not like any True Boo, or do you just don't like True Boo Sparkle? I like all True Boo. I can work with it every day, all day, and be happy. My Nora is 45% silk, 45 mohair, 10% wool. Yeah, I probably couldn't get within 2 feet of that. My hands would be itching. But so yeah, I'm gonna make some more headbands, and like I said, I've got some accessory sets. Yeah, I want to make thinking about making a table runner. Yeah, just a variety of stuff because I have time to do it, and I like making this stuff, and it's fun. And I've found several stitches that will make gorgeous, especially the placemats I'm thinking of. This primrose stitch would make a gorgeous placemat. I mean, look at this. This stitch would make a beautiful placemat. So I've got some placemats I'm going to make with that stitch, and I'm going to work on my sweater, and I'm going to make more headbands. And I haven't decided whether I'm doing this craft show or not. I mean, I said I was going to because it was for a good cause, but I don't know. I'm wavering back and forth about whether I want to do it or not. And I'm going to make stuff as if I am going to make it, and if I don't, I'm just going to like put it on my coffee shop and sell it there. But yeah, I'm on the fence on the show. Chibu is evil. It's not evil. You just don't like it yet, but that's okay. We can't all love the same yarn. There's no point. That's why there's different yarns. Yeah, Catherine's yarn sounds lovely, but I probably couldn't touch it. Catherine is saying that it is. It's lovely yarn, but the knit pattern I chose is making me second guess if I even know how to knit, and it's an easy pattern, just awful directions. Oh, that drives me crazy. Patterns that just throw you off. It's like they work hard to like make things difficult. When I'm writing the pattern, I try to put it in like plain English. Like I'm writing the pattern for that wrap right now, and it's like literally that wrap is just a very long rectangle with an embellishment in the middle and fringe. That's all it is. But I'm uh, working hard to figure out how to write out how to do the embellishment. I'm thinking, I could just do a video and call this a life, but I want to include a written pattern too. So I'm trying to put how to do the embellishment in plain English, and it's a challenge. I'll figure it out, but it's a challenge. But I definitely am one of those people that, you know, I mean, I know how the abbreviations are like, do 15 double crochets, chain two, 15 more, chain one turn. Like, I know what the abbreviation looks like, but I also know that it's like, look, go halfway across, chain two, finish out the row, chain one and turn and start the next row. So I don't do that because I do actually adhere to the actual abbreviations. But if I'm talking to you about it, that's how I'm going to say it. I'm just weird. It's okay. I saw headbands and assumed the question was for me. No, I'm making headbands too. And I've got 5 or 6 done so far. Got a couple of more. Found a couple more new patterns for them that I want to try out. I'm having fun. Yeah, Amanda's a genius when it comes to especially under interpreting patterns and crochet math. Chick's a genius. Which leads me to something else. Right before this live, I was watching TL Yarn Crafts, and there's a video where she made her very first sweater. Now, call me crazy, but I didn't think there's anything Tony hadn't already made. But apparently she had never made a sweater before, and she was struggling with it. And she was talking about how she went on YouTube to like learn how to do certain parts of the sweater. And the only thing I could think of was, you got people like Crystal from Magaday Crochet who pumps out like what seems like a sweater a day, and then you have people like Amanda who she doesn't crank out a sweater a day, but they're just so tailored and so this is the best compliment I come up with. Look so machine completed that it blows my mind. And it's like, it's really cool to know that these people are out here just like basically doing the hard stuff for us. So all we have to do is like click on the video and watch it and go, oh, okay, that makes sense now. Because there are a lot of things. If it wasn't for that, I would be totally lost. Completely totally lost. As far as my sweater is concerned, I mean, mine's going to be a piece of cake. Mine's more definitely on the Crystal side than the Amanda side, where I'm making 2 panels, sewing them together, and adding sleeves. I'm not going into the negative E's, the positive E's, the math of the raglan sleeve. I'm not doing all that. I think my brain matter would melt if I tried to do all that. But I definitely appreciate those that actually do go that route because, the work's amazing. And Amanda's definitely falls into that category. Hi, Angie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let us know what you are working on and how you're doing. And if you're sipping on anything, let us know what it is. My drink of choice this evening is a sparkling raspberry water combined with a peach cranberry juice. I sure know what you mean about bad, sloppy, and obscure directions. Sometimes I think the person writing the pattern has ADHD and keeps getting distracted by squirrels. Yeah, it does make you wonder. It's like, did you get distracted in the middle of this thought and forget to come back and finish it? Because I have no idea what you want me to do here. I ran into that with the llama blanket. I really ran into that with those witches scarves. Oh, I still don't know what she wanted me to do. I don't get it. The shoes part of that, I'm still confused. People saying hello to each other. I have to read a pattern all the way through so I can understand it and make it in my head first. Sometimes I just have to rewrite it plainly. I've done that more than once. I did that with the witches' scarves. I pretty much rewrote that pattern until it made sense to me. She had never done a corner to corner and finally did and loved it. You talking about Tony? She's discovering all kinds of stuff. She hated cotton yarn for the long kind of time. Now she loves a lot of cotton yarns. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought you meant. But anyway, her sweater turned out really pretty. It's a really nice sweater. So I don't know what she was so worried about making it because like it turned out spectacular, like pretty much everything else she makes. Jealousy's real with her. That level of town is crazy. Well, hi, TLP. You're so confused with Tony's Joan granny sweater. Is that the one she was doing with her class? I've heard it. I've heard of it, but I don't know if I know what it looks like. But what's confusing you? Is it granny squares? Is it granny stitch? So I don't. You made it too small. Ah, so your gauge was off. That's the other reason why I kind of shy away from making clothing. That's when gauge matters, and you have to get the hook size right to get the the swatch to be the right size so that it measures properly. And uh, all that stuff has always scared me, but I'm powering through. Basically, by measuring myself and measuring what I'm making and adjusting it that way. Ah, it's your tension, your new crocheter. Yeah, tension is definitely one of those things that takes time to master. Um, it's really not even a matter of mastering it. It's learning what your tension is and being able to adjust your hook and your yarn to match your tension. Because the fact of the matter is, how you hold yarn is not really ever going to change. Because how you hold it is how it's comfortable to you. And if you hold it in a way that's not comfortable but gets you the results you want, you're not going to crochet as often because it's going to hurt. It's not going to be comfortable. You're not going to enjoy it. So I have found that it's easier for me to adjust my hook and my yarn to my tension than it is the other way around. Now there are obviously there are times when I have to adjust my tension a little bit. You know, if like I need to like make a particular stitch a little tighter than another, or make some stitches looser than others. Like if I'm making like drop double crochets or drop treble crochets, you have to keep your tension loose for those so you can like get back into the loops and drop them down. But for the most part, I've accepted that my tension is what it is. Although to be fair, I definitely my tension is nowhere near what it used to be. It used to be like you were not getting a hook in in between any of my stitches. They were that tight. But I've relaxed that. And mainly it's because I just stopped. I broke the habit of because what I used to do was I would make a stitch and then I would pull the yarn so that it was tight. I broke that habit. Once I broke the habit of pulling that yarn, my tension was more in the normal range. Although it still runs tight, so I do still tend to go up half a hook size from what's recommended. But that's how I adjust. And you should have gone up a hook size. Yeah, it's just a matter of figuring it out. I am good at scarves, blankets, and hats. First time making a sweater. Thought I could do it. I'm sure you'll figure it out. Don't give up on it yet. You said you're adding a row of granny squares. That should solve it. So, I mean, crochet is an art. It's an art form, and it takes practice. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. I look back on things that I made like 10 years ago, and I kind of cringe. I'm like, ugh. I thought I was making a quality piece back then. I look at my stuff then, I look at my stuff now, and I know that 10 years from now, I'm going to look at stuff I'm making now. I'll look back at stuff I'm making now and be like, girl, you were sloppy. But for now, I'm liking what I'm making and I'm enjoying it. So I'm just going to keep making. And I'll just keep getting better and better at my craft. Because that's what happens when you do a craft over and over again. And you are welcome for the help. And with that, guys, I think I am going to get out of here because I am starving. And I really want to go dig through my yarn and see if I can't find the yarn I want to use to make the sweater. And I appreciate you that you guys have been here with me for this last hour. You guys could have been anywhere, but you chose to spend the hour with me, and I greatly appreciate that. Oh, I forgot. Did you guys notice? Did you get the notification? I got my community tab. So now I can leave messages to y'all and links and all kinds of fun stuff now. I'm very excited about that. I was excited to see that I got that tab. So you may be hearing from me via the community tab throughout the week. Um, I may post some pictures, or I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but there's all kinds of stuff to do there. There's polls and all kinds of stuff I can do with it. I'm excited, so I'm sure I will be using that to communicate with y'all. Also, I posted a short. If you didn't see it, go take a look at it on my channel. I think some of you will be able to relate, and those of you that know me will see it and laugh and be like, "Yeah, this does not shock me." So I'll probably be doing more shorts as well. Um, Things are crazy around here, so trying to film a video has been a challenge, but hopefully things will die down a little bit. Yeah, as my daughter's significant other is walking through the kitchen looking at me going, "You mean me?" So hopefully things will die down a little bit because basically what's been going on is there's been a mad dash to rearrange the house and clean the house because we're trying to get ready for the holidays. But the majority of that is done now. The house looks spectacular, so I have to give him a round of applause because he did most of it. But he's been rather noisy in the process, so filming has not been a thing. But now that most of that's done, I'm probably going to try to shoot some videos in the next couple of days. Probably going to be like short tutorials. Like I said, I'm still trying to write the pattern for the wrap. If I get the pattern written, although I know I don't really need the written pattern to film the wrap tutorial. So I might actually go ahead and film the wrap tutorial, and I need to film a tutorial for my jacket. That pattern is written. I need to get it up on the on my coffee page. I don't know why I haven't put it up there. Or is it up there? It might be up there. I don't remember. If you go look at my coffee page and you see, I don't think it is. Anyway, I need to film the tutorial for that. So I'll probably focus on those two tutorials because those are the easiest of the tutorials I want to film. I still need to film for my Renaissance club. I have so much stuff I need to film. This is crazy. Anyway, I'm going to try to bust out a couple of videos in the next couple of days. This is what all that to say that. And I could have just said that in my community tab. Says I have a community tab now. Yay! Anyway, all that said. Oh wait, what are you guys asking? No, it's still not fixed. I am not happy. I don't. I don't know what's going on. I'm not happy. Someone's gonna need to come in here and do something, or I'm about to like lose it. So yeah, I did. Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I need to make some phone calls about that. So yes, I will work on. I'll make those phone calls tomorrow. And with that, thanks for being here. This has been fun as always. Like I said, I'm going to try to work on some videos so you'll have some content to watch. I've got that short up. I'll probably do a couple more shorts. Um, Other than that, I will see you in different lives and different chats around the Yarny community. And if nothing else, I will see you guys here this time next week. Thanks for being here, and I will talk to you later. Bye.